Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're decoding a pretty mind-blowing biological reality. The food on your plate is essentially a biological remote control. It is fully capable of speeding up or slowing down your cellular aging. Seriously, have you ever looked at your dinner and realized it actually holds the power to edit your biological age? Right, because we so often treat aging as this unstoppable chronological march, just a one-way street we have to accept. But the science, it paints a totally different picture. It shows us that our daily dietary choices are quietly ticking our biological clock forward or, amazingly, winding it back. So we've got to ask, is your plate buying you time or is it spending it? To put this into perspective, let me hit you with a staggering piece of data. A landmark study from Monash University recently analyzed over 16,000 people, and they found that for every 10% increase in ultra-processed food consumption, the gap between your biological age and your chronological age widens by 2.4 months. So yeah, your cells are literally getting older faster, just based on how processed your meals are. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We'll start at the microscopic level with the cellular aging clock, identify the foods that accelerate aging, reveal the core principles of the longevity diet, highlight superfoods for cellular repair, and finally, uncover the gut longevity connection. Section 1. The cellular aging clock. Understanding the microbattle. To really grasp how we can extend our health span, we first have to look under the hood at the biological enemies of youth. And the main villain here? Oxidative stress. See, every single day, just your normal metabolism and environmental factors create these highly reactive molecules called free radicals. If these guys are left unchecked and they outnumber your body's protective antioxidants, they cause oxidative stress. Basically, think of it as your cells literally rusting from the inside out. It damages your DNA and completely fast-tracks the aging process. Section 2. Foods that accelerate aging, the silent villains. Now, let's identify these stealthy dietary accelerators that are actually feeding this cellular destruction. Before we start naming names, we need to understand a biological process called glycation. When you eat excess added sugars, those glucose molecules don't just magically disappear. They bind to proteins and lipids in your body, forming what we call AGEs, advanced glycation end products. And honestly, they do exactly what their acronym implies. They age you. They stiffen your arteries, degrade the collagen in your skin, and trigger chronic systemic inflammation. So, what's driving this? Well, here are 7 major dietary accelerators pushing your biological age up. You've got sugar-sweetened drinks driving massive glycation, and processed meats packing harmful carcinogenic nitrates. Then there's ultra-processed foods, which have this totally altered industrial food matrix your body barely even recognizes, and refined carbs that just spike your blood sugar instantly. Rounding out the list, we have inflammation-driving industrial seed oils, spirits and alcohol, which speed up your epigenetic clocks, and even charred meats. Yeah, actually, dry, high-heat grilling creates brand new AGs right there on your food before you even take a bite. This really illustrates the difference between spending your time and buying it. Take refined carbs versus whole foods. Refined carbs, like white bread or pasta, have had all their protective fibers stripped away. They act as rapid sugar delivery mechanisms, causing huge, aging glucose spikes. On the flip side, whole foods like oats and legumes slow down your digestion, give you stable energy, and actually feed your gut microbiome to lower body-wide inflammation. It's a night and day difference. Section 3. Principles of the longevity diet, the antidote. So if the modern diet is a total minefield, what's our defense strategy? Enter the longevity diet. Developed by Dr. Walter Longo, a leading gerontology researcher, this is your ultimate antidote. It's a plant-forward framework designed to lower metabolic stress and trigger deep cellular repair. The rules are pretty straightforward. Focus heavily on plant-based foods and healthy fats like extra virgin olive oil. Include 2 to 3 servings of low-mercury omega-3 rich fish every week. Maintain a low but sufficient protein intake, which actually surprises a lot of people, but you really just need enough to preserve muscle without overactivating those aging pathways. And finally, practice intermittent fasting, ideally keeping your meals within a 12-hour window. Section 4. Superfoods for cellular repair. Your skin's best friends. Let's zoom in on the specific superfood heroes of this diet that actively repair your cells and revitalize your skin. These specific foods actively target the aging process from the inside out. Extra virgin olive oil is loaded with monounsaturated fats that crush inflammation and maintain skin elasticity. Pomegranates? They're packed with flavonols and tannins that literally shield your skin from UV damage and boost new collagen production. Tomatoes bring lycopene to the table, which incredibly has been shown to reduce wrinkle depth while boosting heart health. And dark chocolate, provided it's 70% cacao or higher, delivers polyphenols and flavonols that improve tissue elasticity and offer sun protection. You are quite literally eating your way to younger cells.
Let's look at how this builds at the biological level, specifically with collagen synthesis. It's basically a complex four-stage assembly line inside your cells. In stage 1, genes activate to produce pre-procollagen. Stage 2, amino acids twist to form the initial structure. Stage 3 is hydroxylation, which stabilizes the whole molecular helix. And stage 4 is maturation into strong cross-linked fibers. But the real magic, and honestly the biggest point of failure for most people, happens right there at stage 3. And here is the missing link: vitamin C. It is the absolute non-negotiable cofactor required for that stage 3 hydroxylation. Without it, the enzymes needed to stabilize your collagen simply shut down. What that means is, if you're deficient in vitamin C, those trendy, expensive collagen powders you're dumping into your morning smoothie, they are biologically useless. They literally cannot work without vitamin C.
Section 5, the gut longevity connection, the control center. Now we have to tie all these nutritional heroes back to the ultimate control center for healthy aging. As we get older, a massive physiological shift happens. Our gut loses its beneficial bacterial diversity and starts gaining pro-inflammatory bacteria. This imbalance directly aggravates age-related conditions, from cardiometabolic diseases like hypertension to neurodegenerative issues. Basically, a deteriorating gut paves the way for accelerated aging throughout your entire body. But there's incredible news here. By switching to a Mediterranean or longevity diet, one that's rich in nuts, fruits, vegetables, and polyphenols, we actively alter our gut composition for the better. We're feeding the good bacteria. This targeted nutrition decreases physical frailty, drops that systemic inflammation we talked about, and dramatically boosts our health span. We can quite literally cultivate a younger gut to support a younger body. I want to leave you with a powerful thought from Steve Horvath, a senior author at Altos Labs who studies epigenetic aging clocks. He says, in my opinion, 70 is the new 50. The findings reinforce my commitment to taking a low-dose omega-3, vitamin D, and exercising regularly. So here's the crucial takeaway from this explainer. If 70 is truly the new 50 and you hold the remote control right there on your plate, are you going to let your daily meals steal your time, or are you going to eat to reclaim it?